And every time I say I'm going to break up with Poshmark, then my mind goes, well, Misty, you made $134 on Poshmark. Do you really want to break up with them quite yet? Hi guys, it's Misty, and this is my what sold on eBay for the week of August 26th through September 1st. It was a great week. There's Bella. Say hi, Bella. It was a great week, I have to say. My sales were up 1%, and last week was a great week in sales as well. So the fact that my sales were up 1% makes me very happy. I had a few surprising sales and something that was a little difficult to ship, and I'll explain that in the video. So here we go. This is what sold for me on eBay this past week. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and start here in my sellers hub, and we'll see that my total sales on eBay were $715.67, and my sales were up 1%. Yay, 1%. I'll take it. I had a great week last week, so the fact that they were still up makes me happy. You can see here my sales were fairly steady throughout the week. Thursday and Saturday were my biggest days as far as sales go. So I'm hoping that the trend continues. I think that it will. I think that this is going to be an excellent fourth quarter for us all. So let's go ahead and talk about what has sold. All right. These Disney figures. I went to an auction and I bought a lot of Disney figures. And I also got several of them free. At the end of the auction, people didn't take boxes, or things didn't sell, and the auctioneers just said, anybody that wants this stuff, just take it. We got to get it out of here. So these guys I got for free. They were these cute little, I think they were made in Sri Lanka. Yeah, they were made in Sri Lanka. They were originally sold from the Disney store in the 90s. It's just cute little Minnie and Mickey Mouse. They sold for $25.60, and the buyer paid for priority shipping. Again, as always, my descriptions are short and sweet. Just the information that's needed. Any pertinent details. I don't add a lot of fluff in my descriptions. I don't think that you need to. So that these sold very quickly. More Disney. This was another guy that I got for free at the end of the auction, and he sold for $49.12. He is a Disney Showcase Possible Dreams Vampire Mickey. He's retired by this brand is Clotique. I think that's how you pronounce it. He was still new with tags. He had his original box. I knew that this was something that had some value, and I was not going to leave it behind. I didn't realize that it would sell for as much as it did. So I was very proud, or very, very proud. I was very happy with this sale. And again, short and sweet listing. There's not much to this. He was in great condition. You can see my pictures are very clear and precise. They show what the measurements are, an up-close view. He was a cute little vampire. I have the Witch Mini too that I'm hoping that's listed for about the same price. I'm hoping that she sells quickly too. Oh, the Old Hag. I fell in love with this figure. And look at her eyes. Isn't she haunting? Oh, I love her. You know, Snow White is not my favorite movie. I do not like the Snow White movie. I really don't like a lot of Disney cartoon movies. I never really have. But I just love her because she's just an iconic figure, I guess. She was also made in Sri Lanka. She originally in the 90s sold for $15. But I sold her for $29.75. She was also in the box I got for free at an auction. The buyer paid $7.85 for shipping. She did not have her original box. I did wrap her very well. And you can see I have her measurements. I loved her. And she, let's just get a close-up of her face. Isn't she marvelous? Oh, I love her. She sold for $29.75. Buyer paid shipping. Okay, the next item is a pair of Haan shoes. They were Nike Air. And you know, when you're listing things, you can't separate Nike and Air, or it will not allow you to post it. So you have to connect them. They are made, they do have Nike Air on them. Let me see if I can find the picture somewhere. There, see on the bottom, it just say Nike Air, but you cannot do that. So you have to, I just included it as one word and it allowed it. I got these at Goodwill for $4.50. I did take a best offer for $20 on these. I've had these for a while. They were a nice size, 11.5. Sold them for $20 and the buyer paid $7.85 for shipping. Had a list on Poshmark too, but they just weren't selling. Next pair of shoes were these Dansko women's black Solstice professional clogs shoes. These are, you know, like healthcare or nursing shoes. The thing that's nice about these Danskos is on the, let me see if I can zoom in here. On the inside sole, there's a number right there. And you can type in that number, sort of like you can with Nike shoes. You can type in this number and it will give you the name of the model, which helps you determine what the value is. These were in great condition and they sold for $35 and the buyer paid $7.85 for shipping. Next item is this Klein Tools insulated thermos. We got this at that huge thrift store that we got this that same weekend that we went to the huge thrift store, and we paid $5 for it at Goodwill. It sold very quickly for $28.75 and the buyer paid shipping. It was brand new, and it took us a while to figure this out, but as you can see here, the bottom of it, it's made to look like a screwdriver. If you know Klein Tools, you'll get that, but I didn't understand it. But it does, like, this looks like the grip of the screwdriver, or the, yeah. Anyway, sold for $28.75. I will definitely buy these again if I find them. It sold within a day. It sold very, very quickly for a full asking price. Okay, Furbies. This is the second Furby that I've bought. And I've bought both of these Furbies from the same Goodwill. And they both were new with tags. So I'm hoping to find some more. This one is from the 90s. 1998. It did work. I tested it with batteries. It was a nice, clean condition. These guys are so stinking cute. They're just kind of haunting, but so cute. But it sold for $30 and the buyer paid $7.85 shipping. I had this on a 25% off sale. These typically sell for about $30. The Gizmo one I had sold for more because it was Gizmo from the Gremlins. And this one's just your ordinary, everyday 1998 Furby. Brand new with tags also always helps. If it's older, it won't sell for as high of a profit. And I believe I paid $2.99 for this at Goodwill. This next item is something that I picked up from a yard sale. It was a Harley Davidson 2016 Las Vegas t-shirt. It was brand new with tags and it was a size 3X. So it had all those boxes checked for me to pick these up. I am no longer buying Harley Davidson shirts unless they're new with tags or they're very, very cool looking. Of course, if I find a 3D one, I will buy. I have a back stock of them that I need to get listed. So for that reason alone, I'm not buying them. But they do sell, especially new with tags. This one sold $28.75. The buyer paid shipping. Super Soaker. Finally sold the last Super Soaker that I had. This one is, a vintage one from the 90s. I tested it. It does work. These are kind of a tricky thing to ship, guys. I sold it. I had it on a 25% off sale. It sold for $16.88. Here's the thing with these. Because of the shipping changes, you have to put these in a larger box. And the larger box you have width-wise, it's going to cost you more to ship it. I had to get creative with this. And I had it in a box, and it was going to cost like $40 to ship it, and it was going to Utah. and I live in Indiana. So it's not like, I mean, yes, that's a big difference, but I was shocked at how much it was going to cost me. So what I ended up doing is wrapping it very well in bubble wrap and putting it in a poly bag, and mailing it that way. And it was under, I think it was $12 still to ship it, but that's almost the cost of the item itself. So be careful with these shipping changes, and the larger items, they are quite a lot to ship. So just forewarning. Don't think I'm, oh, well, I know that I'm not picking these up again, because it did take me a while to sell it, and I don't want to wrestle with the shipping and figuring all that again, but off it goes. This next item is a vintage Lands' End men's 90s swim trunks. I picked these up, I think I got these for $0.25 at a no, not a consignment shop, a thrift store. They were having like a clear out sale, and all of the swim trunks were either $0.25 or 50 cents. And I knew the color block on this that it was going to be a great sale, and it was. I sold it for $25.20, which was my full asking price, and the buyer paid $4.50 shipping. This next item is a vintage Purdue football Pro Series long sleeve shirt. This is a vintage Taylor football jersey. It is a size extra large, but it is a vintage extra large. So this is currently being returned back to me because the buyer says it did not fit. I do have the link or the measurements in the listing, but one thing that I am going to start doing is, you know, putting in some sort of listing here that says that it is a vintage item. Please see measurements. I didn't do that. I will contact eBay once I get it back to ask for my shipping fees to be reinstated to my account. If you call, they will do that, especially if you do have the size listed right there in the listing. You know, contact eBay. They will work with you. So I will be doing that once I get it back, because I do have free shipping or free returns. Okay, this next item is a Mastercraft love lighter. It looks like a little duck. It's the cutest little lighter ever. It was scratched up, as you can see. It had some issues. It was from the 1950s or so. It did have the little flint on the, I don't think that's called the flint, but the little thing on the inside of its mouth right here to make the flint work. I did not test it because I don't have any butane or any lighter fluid to test it. The wick is intact, sold for $19.25. I did throw this up at as an auction because I wasn't quite sure. The comps were kind of all over the place. So I decided to go ahead and throw it up as an auction with the price that I'm comfortable for selling it for. And I'm comfortable selling it for the one bid that it got of $19.25. And the buyer paid $4.50 shipping. This next item was a vintage CNN logo coffee mug. This was a retro from the 90s. And it had a little flaw right there. I believe it was more of like a glazing flaw than a chip out of it. But I paid 69 cents for this at Goodwill, and it sold for $6.82 on a 25% off sale. The buyer did pay shipping. And honestly, guys, unless it is a spectacular mug, most mugs, you're going to sell them anywhere between $6 and $12 if you are charging shipping, which I do. So just, you know, keep that in mind when you are purchasing mugs for resale. I love buying mugs. I buy them all the time, but I buy them under $1, so because I'm keeping these numbers in the back of my mind. Okay, this next item is a Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a Pima Soft Touch, and I will only buy the Pima Soft Touch polos because those are the ones that typically sell for me. The regular ones are kind of saturated, and even the Pima Soft Touch ones are getting pretty saturated too. But this one sold on a 25% off sale for $16.88. It's this nice army green color. The tag was, I could have sewed that on there, but I didn't, and I just took a picture of it. The tag was kind of falling off. But I just keep my listings short and sweet, and it sold for $16.88 plus shipping. And this, I believe I did change the shipping. and refunded the buyer because for some reason I shipped it first class, so I gave them a little bit of money back on their shipping fees. Okay, this next item is an Annalee Halloween. This Annalee. I bought a lot of these. I think I paid $25 for the entire lot of Annalee dolls that I bought. This one was a 2002 Annalee Frankenstein Mouse. He was so stinking cute with his little trick-or-treat bag. Oh my gosh. He sold for $26.50. I experimented on these. Some of them I did free shipping, some of them I didn't. And honestly, they both sold equally as well. And you will see that here in just a few minutes. But look at that little, let me see if I can zoom in on that little trick-or-treat bag. It's not going to let me zoom in. Sorry, guys. I am really trying here. There we go. Isn't that cute? I mean, just that little bag alone is adorable. But these were all brand new with the tags. And, you know, originally I sold for $17 and I sold for $26.50. So that's pretty darn good. I mean, it is from 2002, so it's somewhat vintage. But I know that the time of year of listing these was key as well, because people are just now getting excited about Halloween. So if you have Halloween items, get them listed now, because people are getting excited about getting their Halloween decorations out. Okay, this was a little guy. This was little Chippy the Chipmunk, Jack-o'-lantern Annalee. And he sold for $18.99. Excuse me. And I did charge shipping on him. I charged $5.50. He was also new with the tags. Look at little Chippy. He's so cute. He was from 2002. And away he goes. And as well as little Annalee Trick-or-Treat Bat Mouse. This cute little guy sold for $24.50. I did do free shipping on him. Some I did, some I didn't. I'm just kind of trying it out. I have Christmas Annalees too that I need to be listing soon, but this one is from 2005. He's just so cute. They're kind of creepy, but they're cute. All in the same little package. Okay. I'm slowly selling the rest of these. I bought these at Goodwill. I think I paid 99 cents a piece for them. These Star Trek Johnny Lightning little die-cast ships. This one sold for $12.74, and the buyer paid $5.50 shipping. Next item is this Peter Millar Pima Cotton Polo. It sold for $17.25. Buyer paid $5.50 shipping. It's in great condition. You have to really be careful with white. So when I try to avoid buying white as much as I can, but I'll put it underneath my lights and like inspect it before I list it. And also this is a Pima cotton, so it's a higher end shirt. Okay. Next item. I picked this up, gosh, I believe at Goodwill. No. I think I got it at a yard sale. I don't know. I paid less than $2 for it. It is this Napco-ware ceramic planter. Very mod. These daisies on it. Very cool piece. Sold it for on a 25% off sale for $12.38, and the buyer paid shipping. You can see here the Napco-ware label on the bottom, and you can also do a search. If the sticker is missing, you can do a search on this C-8772 to help you with comps as well. But I knew just the look of it was just a good look. Just that those mod flowers. All right, this next item is a Valzera Peasant Boho Top. I actually bought this for myself on Poshmark and then didn't like the way that it fit. I didn't take the tags off of it because it was new when I bought it. And then I just decided to go ahead and sell it on eBay. Sold it on a 25% off sale for $15, and the buyer paid $5.50 shipping. Okay, this next thing is a Louis Marks company, not Groucho Marx. I said it right this time. Louis Marks. It's a Campus Cuties collection. This sold very fast for me. It's kind of like the big toy soldiers, but this is a Campus Cutie. So she's like a little sorority girl in her little nightgown. Kind of an odd toy. To be quite honest, this one was called Nighty Night. I'm not sure who these were distributed for, boys, girls, men, I don't know, but she sold for $15.25. It just seems like a risque toy for the 1960s. I did offer free shipping on her. She was very lightweight. She went out first class. It was like, I think, $275 to ship her. And I will pick these up again if I can get them cheap enough. And I can't even remember where she came from, honestly. I've had her for a while. Just pulled her out of a box and listed her. Okay, this next item is something I know I won't pick up again. I got it, I believe I got this from the bins, and I grabbed it. It was brand new in the package. This World Series of Poker Texas Hold'em, brand new in the package. Never opened, brand new. Sold for $15.25, free shipping. Didn't make a lot of money on this, but it's out my door, and it did provide some traffic to my store. Gone, not buying it again. These are interesting. I bought these after Halloween last year, but they're vintage. They're from 1996. I have 6 of them, and I sold 2 of them for, $14.24. So these shipped out, the buyer paid $5.50 shipping. I've never heard of this movie before. Leave me a comment if you know Toonsylvania. I have never heard of it before. But I looked on the date on the back and they said 1998 or 1996. So I thought, oh, I'll try them. I paid 99 cents for them at Goodwill. Or 99 cents a piece for them at Goodwill. And I have 6 packages. This next item is a Harry Potter butterbeer mug. Oh gosh, I would love to have me some butterbeer right now from Harry Potter World. But I picked these up. I get them for 69 cents at Goodwill, and I try to lot them together. This one was just a single one. I do have 3 available, and I'm selling them for $6.75 a piece, and the buyer does pay shipping. So you get them cheap enough, you can flip them. You can take these back to if you're going to Universal Studios, you can take these and you get a discount on your refills, and the cups have not changed. So if you buy them before you go, and they're plastic, so you can totally take them in your carry-on or in your luggage. They're not going to break, but you can save a little bit of money and have a nice little souvenir when you're done. All right, this next item is, I bought a lot of this stuff at a yard sale. I think I bought a case of it at a yard sale, and I paid $1 a piece for them. They are these Dr. Dennis Gross Glotion. It's a self tanner by Dr. Dennis Gross. I listed 5 available, and I sold 1 for $6.38, and the buyer paid shipping. Still trying to sell them. Maybe I'll sell them better this winter time when people are wanting tans that they've lost over the summer. This next item is a Venetian glass vase. Beautiful, small little vase. Now, this vase was only 7 inches tall, so it's not a real tall vase. You can see here in the comparison with the ruler. But it has this nice different colored flesh glass in it. It was made in Japan. Sold it on a 25% off sale for $11.99 with free shipping. This art glass, unless it's spectacular, I'm just not buying anymore. These are things that I've had in the antique store that weren't selling there either, so I put them online. It's just not that spectacular of a piece really to be messing with, even putting online. So I'm not buying these currently right now. This next item, picked these up at the bins. They were Boston Warehouse stainless steel spreaders, brand new in the box, never used. Sold them for $9.74 on a 25% off sale. I did do free shipping on these. They ship first class, and away they go. The last item was this Kodak Film. This was expired in 1996, guys, but this expired film still sells. I don't know. I think that you can probably still order film. I'm not sure how readily available it is to buy film if you're still using film cameras. I'm sure that you can still buy it. Probably just not at Walmart anymore. But this was in a box of free items that I got at a yard sale. And it sold for $10.25 with free shipping. It did ship first class. I got it for free. I'm okay with that sale. It sold very fast. It sold within a day. And I wish I had more boxes, but I don't. I only had the 1 box. So those were my sales this week, guys. Okay, so like I said, there was a few surprising things. The Anna Lee dolls were amazing, and I think that, like I said in the video, I think that the timing was right on those. So again, if you have Halloween items, get them listed now, because now is the time that people are buying them. People are getting excited about decorating their homes for fall. So get those things listed now. And, you know, just keep listing. I say this all the time, but you got to keep listing, guys. List, list, list. Change things up, list, you know, schmooze it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more appealing, brighten up your photos a little bit if you can, and just keep listing. It's going to be a great fourth quarter. I just know it. I just know it. But my sales this week, let's go ahead and get them broken down. On eBay, I sold a total of 29 items, and my gross sales were $715.67. Now, this does not include my taxes or my eBay fees or my cost of goods. But like I always say, I keep my cost of goods very, very low, typically under $5 an item. Now on Poshmark, I sold a total of 10 items, and my sales were $134.40. I keep saying I'm going to break up with Poshmark because Poshmark is a lot of work for not a lot of return. I just think that I just don't find the items that people on Poshmark are wanting. It also seems like that you have to really mark down your items a lot. People aren't wanting to buy something unless you're giving them a 20 to 30% off of discount plus the shipping discount. So you gotta have to price things high and then mark them down low. I don't know. And every time I say I'm going to break up with Poshmark, then I sit, my mind goes, well, Misty, you made $134 on Poshmark. Do you really want to break up with them quite yet? No, I don't want to quite yet, but we'll see. The next platform I sell on is Mercari. And Mercari to me is just the easiest thing. And honestly, I don't get the low balls on Mercari like I do on Poshmark. So, which is kind of bizarre because it used to not be that way. But on Mercari, I sold 4 items and I made $77.14. And on Mercari, you list it and you forget it. Now, that doesn't mean I don't go back through and kind of, you know, straighten things up a little bit and delete a listing and then relist it, but I don't have to share anything. I don't have to spend an hour of my day sharing my stuff. So that's that. So anyway, my total sales for the week, this last week, were $927.21, and I sold 45 items. I'm okay with that. This is the most items that I've had listed in my eBay store ever. I'm closing in on 400 active listings, which I know to some isn't very much, but to me, it's the most that I've had. So I think that this fourth quarter is going to be even better for that aspect as well. I think it's going to be good, guys. So let me know if your sales are going great too. And as always, if you ever have any questions about reselling, you can always send me a message. My email is in the description. I'm happy to be of any kind of help that I can. That is this week's What Sold video. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you learn a little bit of something on this video. Maybe see some things that you maybe didn't think that were worth much, or you see things that you think are worth more than they should sell for. And you've gained a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of help from this video. I really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. It really, really does help my channel. So please give me the thumbs up. Leave me a little comment, even if you just say, hey, Misty. That's always a good thing to do too. And I stay tuned for my next video. Bye.